Something or someone attacked our backyard grass this weekend. Nothing else back there is disturbed, but it looks like someone took a shovel and scraped up pieces of the side. I do not see any deep holes or claw marks. I saw some similar images online that indicate raccoons. Hopefully it was raccoons or squirrels just having a crazy night. Our cat has been acting strange the past couple of days. She was so glad when we finally let her show us. I suspect human activity, but my husband thinks it's a varmint. And this is Paula in Midtown.
Wow.
All right, so Mr. D, she suspects that it may be human activity, but I think the husband and the cat thinks it might be a varmint. What do you think?
I think the only way it would be human activity is if the husband was out in the backyard digging for earthworms because he wants to go fishing.
All right.
Because that's the only time I've seen human activity that looks like that.
All right.
But I agree with the husband. I think it's, and maybe going fishing is a good thing, but I believe it's a varmint. I don't believe it's a raccoon or a squirrel having a crazy, wild and crazy night. I think it's an armadillo. That's classic armadillo damage. Armadillos love to go out and root, and 90% of an armadillo's diet is insects. So they're looking for grub worms and all kinds of insect larvae is what they're looking for. And we've got plenty of those in our area. And,
yes, we do. I see that damage in my yard all the time, and I believe they've got a picture of the armadillo that I caught in my yard, digging up holes just like that. So yes, they're out there.
Did that happen in the fall of the year when you saw the damage from that?
It was in the winter, actually. Okay. So, I mean, this is not going to just stop just because the season has changed.
Right.
They eat all the time, but I think they do go a little more dormant in the winter, but the picture I took was in the winter time.
Yeah, they're pretty active now. I live across from a wooded area, and my yard looks like that, the front yard.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's armadillos.
Yes, armadillos.
So the cat was right.
The cat was right. It was smelling where that armadillo was. Yeah.
And the bad news is, unlike a mole, when you have mole damage, a lot of mole damage, it may be one mole doing a lot of damage. Right. If you got armadillo damage, it may be several armadillos having a party, because armadillos there are always 4 armadillos to a litter.
Oh, okay.
They're 4 identical twins. They come from the same egg. And so if you see one armadillo out there are 3 more out there that look a lot like it. Of course, they all resemble each other quite a bit, unless a truck or car is taking them out. Because I think that's the biggest enemy of an armadillo. Vehicles.
A vehicle.
And the reason for that is when you startle an armadillo, you walk up behind one and clap your hands together, they will jump. And I personally think when they look around and see a car coming, they jump. If they would just hunker down, they would probably be all right, unless the wheel's coming at them. But when they jump, that's a major mistake when there's an 18-wheeler with a bumper, right there at the right height.
It is a mistake.
But that looks like armadillo damage, and unfortunately, there's not a lot you can do about it unless you have a 12-year-old with 20 gauge with a good spotlight.
With a spotlight,
in an area that you can, because they're not protected in most areas. They're pest species. You can trap them. And there's a really, really good publication that any extension office has, and it comes from the Prevention and Control of Wildlife Damage website. And this publication will tell you everything, more than you want to know about armadillos. But one of the things that it's really helpful is it talks about trapping, and any live animal trap will help, but you might need to modify it a little bit by putting wings on it.
To guide it.
Because armadillos, I don't think, are really smart. and when they start going toward a trap, if you just kind of direct them toward the door to the trap, it helps them go on and get in the trap. I don't know how well they do once they get to the bottom and see that they can't dig in the bottom of the trap, but maybe they'll go on in there and realize they're not having any luck, and
there they are.
But that's where the bait comes in handy.
Oh. Okay.
And let me see if I can figure out what kind of bait. Fetid meat or mealworms.
Mealworms,
Sometimes overripe or spoiled fruit would be a good thing to put in the trap. So that might direct their attention from a nice juicy grub worm to something else.
Wow.
After you trap it, I can't really tell you what to do with it.
Tell what to do with.
Then it's up to you. But
right.
You legally can't transport it, take it somewhere else,
Yeah.
and drop it off at Shelby Farms. That's
Shelby
against
Farms
the
or
law.
Agri-Center. Yeah, please
You
don't
can't
do that.
transport wild animals unless you get a special permit from the local Wildlife Resources Agency.
We hope you loved the video. We would love for you to ask more questions. Be sure to leave those questions in your comments.